What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I do hope you're doing well. Thank you as ever for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. You'll see all of my socials down in the bottom section. I say in the bottom section, it'll be to this side of me, it'll be popping up, just letting you know where to find me on socials. So TikTok and also YouTube. Really trying to get to, I'd like to get to 2.5 and then on to the 3,000 subscribers if I could do so. Just trying to get out as much information as humanly possible is there. I know it's a ball ache when people ask for stuff like that all the time, but it would be really great to see the channel grow. I've gone through a bit of a growth spurt at the moment, so I really do appreciate that. Before we get into today's video, I just wanted to again just push the Leeds Creator Cup, which is happening on the 20th of July at the John Charles Centre for Sport. We are having a charity football match. It is the Yorkshire Roses versus the Peacocks. I myself am a peacock. There's a joke in there somewhere. And it's been, as I said, it's being done for Prostate Cancer UK. We are just trying to raise as much money as is humanly possible for a really good cause. This is the inaugural version of the Leeds Creator Cup. Hopefully, what we can do is grow it and move it forwards as quickly as possible. And so far, we've had a really good response to it. So, tickets to come and watch the match, £7 for adults, £3 for kids. It will be streamed online as well. And also, if you can't attend the game, please, by all means, donate to the charity or to the cause itself. Links will be in the description below. There will be, obviously, just the reminder stuff going on throughout this video, just because I think it's a very important subject for a lot of us and a lot of us content creators. It's a cause very close to our hearts. So, yeah, please, if you could support that, that would be great. So the 20th of July on the Sunday, 1 p.m. kickoff. I hope I've got that right. £7 for adults, £3 for kids. It should be a really good family day. So please come and support us. We really would appreciate it. Getting into today's topic. How do you solve a problem like Jack Harrison? That's going to be the situation that we're going to see ourselves in pretty much throughout, I would say, well, for the next few weeks anyways, until something becomes a little bit more clear and a little bit more concrete. So Joe Donoghue put out a piece published on the 26th of May, 2025 at 15:48 British Summer Time, saying that Leeds United loanee Jack Harrison returning to Ellen Road this summer after Everton decision. Leeds United winner Jack Harrison is returning to Ellen Road this summer, according to loan club Everton. The Toffees have concluded their 24-25 Premier League campaign with a 1-0 win over Newcastle United, to cap what has been an impressive resurgence under David Moyes during the second half of the season. Harrison appears to have made his final outing of a 2-year loan stint at Goodison Park, though, after it was confirmed by the Merseyside club that the 28-year-old is returning to Leeds this summer. The club are in talks to make Alcaraz's loan stay permanent, but have bid farewell to Harrison and fellow loanees Brohard, Jesper, Lindstrom and Malanga. And it said, we would like to thank all our loan players who have contributed to the positive steps we made on the pitch. They embrace what it means to play for this club, and their attitude and commitment throughout their time at Everton was first class. So within his loan spell, Harrison had appeared 73 times, but it says here that he faces uncertainty over his immediate future. The player is understood to be considering his options, but on paper at least will be expected to report for pre-season training at Thorpe Arch as things stand. The experienced winger played a part in each of Leeds' last 3 Premier League campaigns, but is not guaranteed to be in Daniel Farke's plans for 25-26, having decided to exercise a loan release clause in his Ellen Road contract for each of the last 2 seasons. Harrison signed an extension shortly before Leeds' relegation was confirmed at the end of the 22-23 campaign, which would permit him to remain out on loan for the duration of his contract so long as Leeds were not in the top flight. Fellow loanee escapees Brendan Aronson and Max Wober returned to the fold this past season after exercising similar clauses in the 23-24 campaign, each playing a role in Leeds' 100-point title-winning promotion back to the Premier League. With Everton seemingly turning down the chance to sign Harrison up for a 3rd season, the winger could be looking for a new club in the coming weeks unless reconciliatory talks with Farke and the Ellen Road hierarchy are held. So that just gives you a little bit of insight in terms of where things stand at the moment with Jack Harrison and what we need to look at. For me, it's a bit of a difficult one because I'm very mindful of the fact that we screwed him over a little bit, or the board screwed him over a little bit with the Leicester City deal when that looked like it was going to go ahead. And then we pulled the plug and then gave him a contract extension, but guaranteed that he could go out on loan. One of those brilliant contracts loan clauses that Orta signed. God bless him and God love his soul. But it is going to be difficult to come back to the fold and make everything right again, because he's been gone pretty much for 2 seasons. I haven't seen him say anything about Leeds United. I haven't seen any congratulatory posts for Leeds being promoted again. I haven't seen any of that at all. And if I'm wrong, by all means, correct me. I'll take that on the chin, not a problem at all. But I haven't seen any of that whatsoever at all. And I suppose it's using Aronson as the prime example. I think with the first season that we went down to the Championship when we got relegated, I don't think anybody knew what was going to happen, how it was going to be, what was going on. The club was in an absolute mess that summer in terms of players that were wanting to run away and leave, players that were threatening to sue the club if they didn't get sold or didn't get moved. All of that kind of stuff was going on. And it was a horrible place to be. Farke came in and absolutely, in my opinion, steadied the ship brilliantly well. He really, really helped sort of move everybody on from that period in terms of what we nearly achieved in the first season and what we definitely achieved in the second season. Now, I'll use Brendan Aronson as an example. Brendan Aronson came back after that first season. I don't blame him for going, but when he came back, he got pelters. So there's that little bit of, what's the word, restitution that you need to provide to Leeds United fans for them to be back on your side. And whilst some still don't like Harrison, don't like what he does, I can see what his role is in the team, and I can see what he's brought to the team this season. The energy, the doggedness, the ratting around, all of that kind of stuff to help with the cause to get us promoted. Now, Harrison has just kind of silently gone along the last 2 seasons and just kind of disappeared. There was then that incident with his mum and what she said. I hope he doesn't go back to that horrible club X, Y, and Z. That's fine. That's your opinion. You're entitled to that kind of opinion. But at the end of the day, we gave him a contract. We pay his wages. I think if I'm being 100% honest, I don't see Harrison playing for Leeds United again. I don't think he could play for Leeds United again, regardless of how good Farke's reintegration tactics are, how that works. It would be very, 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 very difficult because he's basically gone radio silence for the last 2 seasons. He's had an opportunity at Everton. I don't think he's pulled a penny trees from what I've seen, from what I've read online with the Everton fans at the same time as well. He's not performed to what his standards could be. Now, the funny thing is that do we need a left-footed winger? Yes, we do. Would he fit a role for us? Potentially, yeah, as backup. No chance could he be a starter for us, but I just don't see it happening because there's just too much water that's gone over the bridge the last 2 seasons. And he decided to jump ship twice with not even so much as I don't know. I think something that my mum, God rest her soul, always used to say, if you start judging people by your own standards, then you start to get, that's when life starts to kick you in the nuts a lot. If you start to judge people by how you feel or how you think certain things should be done. And listen, I'm not saying I'm, the best person in the world, all of that kind of stuff. But when you start thinking, well, if that was me, it would be, I'd kind of, not give an explainer, but I'd kind of come out and say something, or I'd have the balls to come out and say something. Not once, but twice. And he hasn't. I just feel like he's run off. And whilst, yeah, he could be what we need to a degree, I'm not saying that he would be amazing. He would really struggle to reintegrate into the team is just kind of how I feel about it. And I think it might cause a bit of negativity, potentially. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. But I do think his time is up at Leeds. I do think he'll be shown the exit door to a certain degree, but it'll be, obviously, for our price on our terms. What do you think in the comment section down below? If you've enjoyed the video, please don't forget to click the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Please also come and support us for the Creator Cup on the 20th of July, John Charles Centre for Sport, 1 p.m, £7 for adults, £3 for kids. All of the information links will be down in the comment section, down in the description, I should say, down below. Take care of each other. Most importantly, take care of yourself. We'll see you on the next one. Cheers.